He walks out of our bathroom. Knows he's a very attractive lady.
You like that flush thing right in the middle of yours. I don't like that. All right. And it's
Will Turpin.
All right. Will, what's it like, first of all, working with two brothers in the band? Are you a brother now too? Is that
well, we all
over the years?
We tell everyone that because of the way we grew up together, so close to each other, that we're as close as brothers, even though we're not the same mom and same dad. But with Ed and Dean being in the band with true brothers, it allows me not to have to get in quite so many arguments because they take care of all of them for me. If I'm not on one guy's side, I'm definitely on the other guy's side. So either way, I'm covered. So I just let them duke it out, and then I'll be the beneficiary of that.
I hear that they can butt heads when it comes down to some songwriting differences once the song's being laid down. Who's got the better ideas?
Yeah, well, me.
There you go. Is it really a joint effort when it comes down to the songwriting once there's a song to do?
It just depends on the song, really. There's always some input from everybody on their parts and what the song's going to sound like in the end. And then there's some songs that every now and then Ed will come to us with a complete tune on acoustic, and we just kind of throw it into the Collective Soul machine, and it comes out a Collective Soul song.
And it sounds that way always. From Shine to present day, it's always been that Collective Soul sound. Yeah. How do you describe the sound? People try to pigeonhole you over the years.
You can't. You can't, because it's really an eclectic sound. We get so much inspiration from so many different sources that we have an eclectic sound. I mean, we've got a rock sound. We've got a laid-back pop sound. We've got a quirky Paul McCartney and Wings thing that we can do.
Rolling Greenbaum thrown in there.
Sure.
Layback.
Sure. And that's the way we like it, and it comes naturally, just because, like I said, we have so many different inspirations that we pull from.
That explains the diverse audience you have. Even spiritual rock would be a good way to describe most of your songs, actually. Mm-hmm. Are the messages mostly positive? Is that on purpose from the band?
Sure. I mean, actually, that's the first time I've heard the term spiritual rock. We get asked a lot, especially in the early days, if we were a Christian rock band. Mm-hmm. And although our roots are heavily entrenched in the church, we never were really a Christian band. We wanted our music to be accepted by everyone. We didn't want to, we figured if a Hindu or a Buddhist wanted to enjoy our music, then that would be good with us also. And so go back to your term, spiritual rock. That actually works, because we used to always tell people we're spiritual folks, but we're not a Christian band.
Remind me to copyright the spiritual rock thing one day.
It's on tape, so it's copyrighted. It's good.
There you go. Well, spiritual doesn't mean necessarily a religion.
Of course not. Exactly. That's what that's the truth. So it's the message is truly positive and spiritual. Yes.
Well, their father having been the minister, I mean, obviously the influences are there. How about for you?
Well, growing up in the little town we grew up in, Roland's household was probably opposite of ours. Their father was a Baptist minister. My father owned the local recording studio in town, and all the musicians and singers were kind of hanging out there. And so it's kind of like opposite households, but that's kind of probably the thing that makes it work so well.
One song, let's take The World I Know. How relevant after 15 so years is that today as far as the world that it sings about?
Well, I mean, a good song will always stand the test of time. So, I mean, to me, it's just as relevant today as it was the day it was written. So, we'll be performing that song live in the next couple of weeks for Earth Day. So it'll be out again, and hopefully everybody will see its relevance.
What can you tell me about the new stuff?
The new stuff I'm happy about. It rocks. I thought there was a lot of good rock and roll songs on there. We got some. We went to a location on a lake in South Carolina, isolated ourselves out there, and came out with a new record. I don't know what else to say about it, really. Except I like it.
Which of the brothers has the biggest ego?
Think about that, Joe.
The good ego or the bad ego?
Is there a good brother, bad brother? Kind of like a good cop, bad cop?
No, it just depends on the situation. Yeah, depends on the situation. Like I said, I always ride the line, so I can pick sides whenever. Yeah, cheers. Thank you, Craig.